Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. This is Ultra here. We are here looking at Hagerstead. This is a map that came out in FS 2013. Now it's been converted over to FS 25. So we're going to take a first look at this map. So I'm going to give you some information and then we'll move on from there. Welcome back to Hagerstead, the iconic map from 2013. The map features a modern look while preserving the essence of the original version. So we have 42 fields with missions, 142 farmlands. Entire map area is purchasable. Various areas for work and leisure, farm with sheds, storage buildings, and houses. Only functional after purchasing land, of course. Animal pens for cows, sheep, and chickens. Vehicle shop with a workshop, 7 sell points, a BGA, lime station, 2 fuel stations, new foliage for painting, and 100 collectible horseshoes. Okay, so your horseshoes are collectibles. I can tell you right now, from a long time ago when I very first seen this map back in 2013, I can tell you where the first collectible is, which will be on the front of the house. So should be right here. That would be our first one. Let's see, can we actually activate that? Okay, how are we doing that? It's got to be underneath it, or what are we doing here? I can highlight it, but I cannot select it. So I'm not quite sure how you're going to obtain that. I want to say maybe this one here is not collectible because it's hanging like that, but it turns color when I aim on it. Okay, let's just select camera. It's not, I don't know. We'll have to see if we can find another one somewhere else. Alright, so that being said, we're going to kind of walk around the farm here and see what we have. So we do have a sleep trigger right there. Let's see, what else do we have around here? And then over here will be your wardrobe trigger. We got a little bit of storage right here, right beside the house. Come down the hill here a little bit. Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen this map. It's crazy to look at it in this form. Now I am using a shader setup for this. That's why you kind of see it a little bit more colorful. Because back then it was kind of colorful like that, so I'm kind of going in that way. An old phone booth. Now, back in the day, I think the phone booths were for, like, you did missions or something. I believe something like that. So we do have a Massey 8570 Western Combine for part of our starting equipment, by the looks of it. So we'll come over here behind this building here. Looks like we have, let's see, I want to say a bale storage. I believe so. Yeah, bale and pallet storage would be right there. That's more storage shed. Nice big shed for some storage here, so you can put some equipment in there. Plenty of storage for equipment. Let's see. I just thought running around would be a little different. Here's your main silo. The silo was empty. Capacity Total capacity 6 million liters. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Now here, I love these right here. So here you'll be able to, let's see, what can capacity of this is 2,520,000. So you should have, what it doesn't tell me exactly. I think you can pretty much dump what you want, and then you come around the back. And then you can load up. Here's your 2 conveyors coming out the back. You can load up what you have stored in there, which I like those. It's classic. It's classic to the map, because I mean that's how it was. Vaguely remembering. And here's your original chicken pen. Was actually just like this, FS13, and let's see. And I think FS15 had these as well, I believe. So what's, looking at the menu here. Need to find. Wrong button. I always do that. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so medium tractors. We have a Fiat 160 DT. Let's see. And then we have a John Deere 3650. We have a pickup, small trailer, Farm Tech EDK 650. We have a Power Harrow cultivator, plow. Now, personally, up to me, that would be a plow that I would not use, but that's just my personal opinion when it comes to that category. Here we have a seeder. It's a Horse Versa. Okay, so you can get that for 17 grand. And then our harvester, which we've already seen, and a weight, and of course the header. All right, so that's our starting equipment right off the bat. So I'm gonna go to build mode. That way I can kind of just float around the map a little bit, look at things. All right, so here's your main farm. Like I say, here's your equipment out here. That's very, the way the equipment is sitting out here like this, instead of like being in like the buildings or whatever, this is how an FS13 and 15, and I believe FS17, this is the way they kind of did it for some maps. Starting out, this is where you would find them, like just sitting out in the concrete part of the yard. So we do have that. So we'll come up, we'll go up this way and see it. We'll just kind of scan over the map, scan over the fields, just kind of look at what we have. It's been a long time since I've seen this map, so I'm kind of looking at this new version of it for FS25. Same as y'all. So down over here we have our, this will be your dairy, so milk production. What is that for? Is that just a brick wall? Is that just, I guess it's just decorative. Okay, well that's cool. I like that actually. That's pretty neat. Alright, so that should be the edge of the map. Let's see where this dirt road takes us. Should be taking us over to some more fields. Field sizes ain't really big. Of course, I don't think they were big even back then, so that could be a plus if that's, you don't mind having smaller fields. A couple outbuildings right here. Oh, look at that rope bridge across over to here. That's neat. A little nature trail. That's pretty cool. I do like that. It's pretty neat. Let's see where it goes. Kind of follow it here a little bit. It keeps going up, keeps going down. A little camping site here. You can sit around the fire. talk about all the ghost stories that you know. You come down the trail. Looks like we have a nice little RV park right here. That's very nice. It's pretty cool. It's different. I like that. Oh, that's amazing. Alright, so it looks like we have... This is the Lost Horseshoe Inn. So this is a sell point. So that's awesome. Now, is this RV park? Is it like... No. Down here by the water, the beach. It's cool. Awesome. Got some more picnic tables and everything. Look like a nice eatery section. Now this right here, personally myself, I probably would have put like a building over top of it or something, or some kind of, you know, just like a lean-to. I think that would probably make that look a little better. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion, what I would do, but not everybody. So here's your local BGA. Then we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 silage pits, so we can bring our grass over. More outbuilding right here. Like I said, we're taking a quick look at this today. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of farm work too, while we're here, kind of checking things out. Let's see. What do we got here? It's like a warehouse of some sort. And we do have a fuel station right with it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright. Moving right along. What we got going down this way? So it looks like we have a facility for the train. So you can load the train up right here. That's awesome. That works. Interesting. Up the mountain here. We'll come out to some more fields. It's another little farm up here, by the looks of it. Alright, so we're at the edge of the map. Done a really good job as far as the edge of the map. Because right there, looking at it, first glance, I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. Why can't I get over there? It just blends in really nice. Quite impressed with that. Now, looks like we have a harbor right here. Bell to train will come in here across the bridge, it looks like. Over here, same thing for the lumber and all that material. I want to say this is probably a sell station, most likely. A sell point. We used to call them sell points, of course. That's what's kind of what it is. Now, what do we have over here? So another little campsite. Somebody hanging out here on the other side of the bridge. I like that he put like these retaining walls up here, to come in level with the ground. Being raised up, and this field's kind of like in a cul-de-sac, I guess you could call it. I don't know what the right term for that would be. Looks like we have a water mill. So, now in 22, there was a mod that was called the flour mill. It looked just like this, and you could bring your wheat or whatever grain, it would process it into flour. But it was like a wheel like that in the water. It was pretty neat. It was different for at the time. This definitely was interesting. So on this side of the river, which we cannot get to, so that is the edge of the map. Right over here is the edge of the map, so it's right close, right on it. It's like I said, it's not a very big map. I think it's like a standard size map, pretty much. So let's look in. Let's go out of that. We're gonna look in the menu, look at the PDA, and all that nice good stuff. So we have wheat, barley, canola, oats, corn, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, rice, long grain rice, sugar beets, sugar cane, cotton, sorghum, grapes. Let's see what else we have. Olives, popular, red beets, carrots, parsnips, green beans, peas, spinach, grass, oilseed radish. That lines out all of what we have for the map. So, like I said, we have 142 farmlands, which is 42 fields, viable plots, which is really cool. Looks like you have a lot right here. Here is your main shop. Let's look at productions. What do we have? Okay, available is the biogas plant, the dairy, and the spinnery right off the bat. That's what's available, which that's awesome. 3 basic productions. So I guess if you wanted to add more productions in somewhere, you know, you can do that. Of course, you know, that's farm sim. We're always able to do what we want to do and the way we want to do it for the most part, and I think it's pretty cool. So we're going to flash over to our harvester here. I'm going to pull forward and get our header connected. Alright, let's make sure everything is good connection. Looks like good on that side. Yeah, we'll change the view here so we can see. Okay, all the hoses are hooked up. Everything looks like everything is hooked up and it's all there. I don't think the monkey took the bar away, so here we go. And we are going to. I gotta unfold it first. Get it turned on, and we will harvest this small little field of wheat here. Probably going to spray out. Yep, automatically. Spray out a line of straw. But I'm already missing a strip. Imagine that. That's what I do. I'm not perfect, you know. Gosh darn it. So I'm gonna turn some music on while we get this done. And we'll see you here just shortly. Hope you enjoy the music, and I'll be back here in just a little bit.
in my throat, dry as bone. Road stretches long, cold and alone. Hands blistered, cracked from the fight. Still I push on into the night. Steel and thunder in my veins, rising strong through the pain. Grit and fire can't be tamed. This is the life I've claimed. Mountains crumble.
Alright guys, welcome back. After we got that done, I'm going to take it over to the silo and we'll dump her out. I mean, that was, didn't take that long. I think that's probably what's so great about this way the map is set up. And the smaller fields, you get a lot more work done. Might be a little more efficient, I believe. I guess might be the correct word for that. What we got in here? Well, I got nothing in here. Should be able to go around this building here. I like that this is open like this. That way you can unload a harvester this way if you wanted to. Alright, so I want to do one more flyover, kind of look at it a little better, and that's pretty much going to be, I think, let's see, let's do this right quick, turn that back on. So this is pretty much going to be the end of today's video, and I hope this was, you like this kind of thing. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel immensely, and definitely appreciate it. I thank you all for stopping by today, and hope you all have a fantastic, blessed day. Just stay safe, keep farming, and just be good to your fellow man and woman, and have a great, fantastic day. As Ultra, I will see you again real soon.